Hey, what's up? So it's today again, and if you've been paying attention or if you saw the previous videos, I unboxed some stuff from Dan's Comp that I ordered for what you can probably see right behind me, and I was waiting for that to come. So the bike got here yesterday, so there it is. So that is a 24-inch DK generally, and it is from Walmart. Just so you know, it's the Walmart version. I think it was about $180. And I know a lot of people are gonna say, it's a cheap bike, it's got cheap stuff on it or whatever. I've been riding for a long time. And I'm 40 years old now, so I just wanted, my last bike that I had was a Miraco, and that thing was $500 for that bike, which it was an awesome bike. Everything was sealed, had all premium stuff on it. This bike basically is decent. I knew there was a few things I would want to change when I got it. At least that's what I heard. So that's why I had to order those things from Dan's Comp. Basically I already, changed the seat and the seat post, just because it comes with that plastic seat that's non-adjustable. It's got, one-piece seat post combo, and you can't adjust the angle on it at all. And it's really not a whole lot shorter than this Poverty seat post. I like a little height. I mean, I'm not real big into jumping and stuff like that. But I did want to be able to cruise around, and maybe do a little jumping and stuff like that. So, Alienation seat and Poverty seat post. That was the first thing I knew I was going to get. The only other thing is, people said the brakes suck on it. I know lots of you guys don't ride brakes anymore. I'm pretty old school. I always ride a rear brake, and that's mainly because I ride around town where there's cars and stuff like that, and shoes are expensive. I'm not trying to wear out my shoes or my tires or nothing like that either. So really at this point, the only thing I've changed, this is all, all how basically it came out of the box, except for the seat post, and then the other thing I changed was, which is kind of hard to see, I put these, Pro Max Airflow brake pads on it, which I think apparently the other brake pads aren't really that bad. I'm going to hold on to those for a while and, use them later on or whatever the case may be. But anyway, I wrote it yesterday a little bit, and, the main thing you need to know about this is if you get one of these, even though it comes mostly assembled, the things that are assembled you might want to double check, and that's pretty much what I heard. But the main thing is, you want to double check that bottom bracket and make sure that it's proper. A lot of people say everything was over tightened. In my case, things were a little loose. The crankset was a little loose, like the bottom bracket was loose, and also this rear wheel, the wheel bearing was a little loose back there too. Other than that, for the most part, mine didn't arrive all scratched up. A lot of people said they had bent wheels. It was all scratched up and stuff. Maybe my UPS carrier was a little nicer. I'm not too sure. But mine's not scratched up at all. So that was cool. So, all in all, I just kind of wanted to give you a little look. And let you see. I guess this is the newer model. It does have the smaller sprocket on it compared to some of the other videos I saw. I didn't really see anybody do a bike check on a 24-inch generally, but here you go. It's basically, like I said, it's all stock at this point, minus the couple things I just told you about. I did have some Kingstar chain adjusters that I was going to put on the back. I'm a goof, and I got the wrong ones. I got 3/8 instead of 14, and I knew it was going to have a 14mm axle back there. But for some reason, I don't know, I wasn't seeing the 14mm ones or what the deal is. So, really, for the most part, I'm just going to ride it and see how it does. I think, you know, for less than $200 compared to my last bike, I think I paid $500 for that Miraco. Even though, like I said, it was probably worth every penny. It was an awesome bike, and the guy that I traded it to, I basically traded for an iPod Touch, which obviously is nowhere near the value of that Miraco bike that I had. But I just wasn't living in the right place, and things were a little different then. I didn't have a whole lot of time to ride or whatnot, and I didn't really have a place to ride. So this will do me good to get me around town a little bit while, you know, I don't have the van or, you know, either way, just I love riding, period, anyway. You know, freedom is freedom, and, you know, you got a car, you're free to go wherever you want and stuff, but riding a bicycle, you know, I ride motorcycles and stuff too, and that's about the same, but then you got to pertain to laws and follow all the rules and pay insurance and gasoline and all that jazz. So it's nice just to get out on a bicycle and just be able to go around and do whatever you want, as long as you're not trespassing and stuff. So that's the main thing. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that real quick. And then that way you could see with the 24-inch generally. I guess this is the brand new one, but like I said, it is the Walmart version, which is cheap. I mean, for $200, it's a nice bike. I'm glad I almost got a 20-inch. I've always rode 20 inches. This is my first 24-inch bike, and you know, like I said, I rode it yesterday a couple times. You know, just not very long. And it'd probably take a little getting used to compared to a 20-inch. But, you know, I think I like it already. So, you know, it's got 3-piece cranks and some cheap plastic pedals, which are probably fine. I used to have the old bear claw styles. I'm sure if you guys know about those. You ever smashed those into your shins before? I still have scars on my legs because I was stupid enough to actually file my bear claws to make them nice and pointy, and probably about 15 years ago is when that was, and I bailed and just put what looks like a bite mark from some kind of animal is in my leg still, in my calf, my left calf. So I think I'll probably go ahead and just stick with plastic pedals just because. So other than that, I think the only other thing I might change, as long as the wheels stay straight, is I'll get some higher rise handlebars, because I'm like 6'2", 195 pounds. So we'll see how it does. You know, if I change anything else, I'll let you know on that. The other thing I'm probably going to change is this lever. It's got you know, the lever part itself is metal, and then the rest of it's plastic. So, I mean, I already know you lose a little bit of braking because of the give in the plastic, and B, the thing will probably end up breaking either when it hits the ground or just too much squeezing on it, or whatever the case is. But I don't like having plastic on my brake lever. It kind of sucks. So, you know, there you go. Other than that, that is the DK Generally. Thanks for checking it out. Maybe subscribe, and I'll have lots more videos. I'll probably do some videos of me out riding it or something like that, and see what I can get into. So until next time, I'll see you then.